You did it. You found the one. You agonized over the offer price, and then you got the call. Your offer was accepted. First of all, congratulations. But now that the celebration is over, a little bit of contract vertigo starts to set in. And you realize that while you won the house, you don't actually own it yet. So today, we are going to walk through the 3 major phases of a Utah home purchase. The first will be the adrenaline sprint. And this is where we handle money and inspections. The second is the deep dive. And this is where the bank and the appraiser do their homework. And then the third is what we call the finish line. And this is where we get to sign all the papers and you get those keys. And so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect over the next 30 days. Hi, I'm Christine, owner of Wings and Roots of Utah, affiliated with Keller Williams Utah Realtors, and my goal is to make the complicated parts of home buying feel simple and calm and actually enjoyable. So let's break down that roadmap. Phase 1 is called the adrenaline sprint. And this phase happens around 48 to 72 hours. This is where you give your earnest money. Earnest money is kind of, think of it as like skin in the game, okay? In Utah, we typically get this deposited within 4 business days. Nope, correction. We get it deposited within 4 days of acceptance, weekends included. And it stays in a neutral trust account. It's your way of saying to the sellers, hey sellers, I'm serious about buying this house. And it goes towards your purchase price. Next, we will do the inspection order. This is one of the most important phone calls I will do on your behalf this week. But because we want to get a licensed inspector in there as fast as possible. And that's because if the inspection reveals a major issue, we want time to negotiate how to get these things fixed, or just to basically walk through some of our options and what we need to do. I want to tell you right now, it's totally normal to feel that buyer's remorse during this time as well. I just need you to remember, our goal isn't to find the perfect house, but it's to make sure you know exactly what kind of house you're about to marry. Okay. So phase 2 is the deep dive. And once the inspection is done, we enter this phase. This is usually weeks 2 and 3 of being under a contract. This is where your due diligence happens, and this is your time to be a detective on the house as you're doing those. You will also receive the seller's disclosures, and this is just basically documents that tell you from the seller everything they know about this property. You're making sure this house actually fits your lifestyle, including your commute time. Okay? Then we have the appraisal. Now, your lender will send out the appraiser, but this is just more to confirm the home's value. We want it to be at least what we're asking for the home, if not more. Then comes the mountain paperwork. Paperwork mountain. Okay, your loan officer is going to ask you for bank statements, pay stubs, tax returns, all the things. And my best advice is to get these to your lender as quickly as possible. If you can do it in 24 hours, maybe even 48 hours, because speed is your friend. Also, a quick, helpful friend reminder. Between today and the day you get your keys, this is very important. Your financial life needs to stay exactly as it is. So please don't buy a new car. Please don't finance new living room set, new dining room set for the new house. And please do not quit your job. Even a small change in your credit score can cause the bank to pull the plug at the very last second. We don't want that to happen. And if you feel tempted to spend, please call me first. Okay, phase 3 is the finish line. Finally, we hit the last week and the lender gives us the clear to close. We will do a final walkthrough of the home. And this is just to make sure the house is still in great shape. Then we can head to the title company. You will sign a mountain of papers and you will wire your final funds. Now in Utah, we have to wait for the county to record the deed. This could be the same day, it might have to be the next business day. But once that's all done, the keys are officially yours. So let's look at where we've been today because we covered a lot. We covered the sprint, which is getting your money, that earnest money in, and scheduling for the inspection to be done. We looked at the deep dive, and this is where the appraisal happens and where you get your paperwork into the lender. Then we did the finish line. This is the final walkthrough and then the actual closing, the final paperwork and where the county records with your name on it. So moving into a new home is a very big transition, but when you know the steps, the mystery disappears. And if you want someone to walk through these steps with you personally, please reach out. There's no pressure, just a conversation. And if you want to keep learning about Utah and the Utah market, I hope you hit the subscribe button, hit this video, like it, pass it around to others that you might think would be benefiting from this video. Next week, I plan to break down the hidden costs of buying a home, and I want to make sure your bank account is as ready as your heart is. Again, I'm Christine, owner of Wings and Roots of Utah, affiliated with Keller Williams Utah Realtors. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.